Hello, welcome to my channel, Transformed by Grace. My name is Krista Sullivan. I hope to use this as a platform to just be walking, talking, breathing proof of what God can do in a life and how He can change it. My name is Krista Sullivan. I'm from Paducah, Kentucky. Good Southern girl, I guess you could say. But the last week has just been so amazing in different ways that God has stood out and just showed out in our lives. And I've got so much information that I want to get out, and I need to do a data dump somehow. And usually I blog or do a podcast, but at this point I'm a very animated person, and I think my emotions and things come across better if I'm using my hands. Obviously you can see, and just letting you see and hear the emotion in my voice. I hate car videos, so forgive me that I'm in my car, but I am at work, and yeah, so I'm in my car. But God has shown out in so many ways with getting His word out. I was telling somebody just this morning, my husband and I are leaving for Gulf Shores to spend the whole week together. We've never done a vacation just by ourselves before without a kiddo with us, and it's exciting. And then tonight, I'm going to be speaking with a youth group in our community and sharing my testimony and sharing the gospel. And I am more excited about being a vessel used for God than I am about going to the beach. And as much as I am so stoked about going to the beach and having a week away from craziness and stress, I am more excited about sharing the gospel and being a tool for God. And if that doesn't speak volumes to why He created us, to why we're created, to the purpose we're supposed to have in life. It's not supposed to be about self. It's not supposed to be about how comfortable I can get, how much money I can earn, and just to live and breathe and exist in this freaking world. That's why it's as broken as it is. If we would just know that we were created to love on other people and help other people, not just help ourselves. We don't go to church to help ourselves. Don't go to church on Wednesday nights to help ourselves. Don't go for what music's playing or what's entertaining that day, but go to see what you can do to fix this world. It's up to us. And with that being said, we had a girls' event at our church on Saturday, and I found that so many teens in this community, I'm sure all over the country, are dealing with crap that I'm so glad I didn't deal with when I was a teen. You couldn't pay me to be a teen right now. You couldn't give me enough money in the world to be a teen again with the crap they're dealing with. These kids are struggling, really, really struggling. And the mentality that this country especially has gotten about putting our head in the sand and not really paying attention and not trying to fix things, it needs to be done. It is time for us to get involved and to take a stand. These kids need encouragement. These kids need love. These kids need to know that people care and that there's consistent love on them. These kids have parents that are suffering with drugs and struggling with drugs and can't provide for them. They feel like they've been thrown away. 75% of the girls that we talk to have either been raped, sexually molested. They're already doing drugs at the age of 13. They feel like they've been tossed away. All I heard all weekend was, well, I'd like to do that someday, but I can't. Well, maybe one day I'll be able to travel somewhere, but I don't think I will. I can't get a job. Nobody likes me. They're defeated. In their teenage years, they're already defeated and have already accepted the fact that they're never going to amount to anything. Yes, we live in a small town in Kentucky, but these kids should have the encouragement and the confidence in their relationship with God and in the relationship with other people that they're involved with to know that, yeah, it's going to be hard. Nothing worth doing is easy, but it's going to be hard, but they can break that cycle. They can do better. But how are they going to know that if no one's telling them that? I talked about fostering kids recently, and some of my church members told me I was crazy. I'm like, you're my church member. You're supposed to, you're my church family. You're supposed to support that and know that, yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable and stressful, and there's going to be times that I'm going to probably want to shake somebody. I'm not gonna, but who cares? So let's weigh it. My discomfort versus what's going to happen to that kid if I don't do it. That's a no-brainer. Too many people are putting their heads in the sand, worrying about themselves and saying, you know what, somebody else will do it. Somebody else will take care of it. Well, somebody else died. Okay? They're gone. They're gone. Somebody else isn't going to do it. Look around. Look around, people. Look at the world we're living in. Is somebody else doing anything? No. No. These kids are broken. They're lost. They need people to step up. I'm not telling you got to foster kids. Not everybody's made for that. I don't even know if I'm made for it. We're going to find out. Just love on them. Go up to them at church. Go up to them in the community and be like, hey, how are you? Smile at them. Tell them, hey, if you need a ride to church, let me take you. Hey, what, you don't have stuff for school supplies this year? Why don't you let me help you? Hey, how's your family doing? Anything. Show them people care. Show them people care and that they can be taught, they can be loved, they can do better. It's up to us, guys. We have to help. We have to be that change in this world, or it's never going to happen. That's obvious. That's obvious. You can't shake your fist at the Lord and be like, hey, why aren't you fixing this? Why aren't you doing something? It's like that song said, well, that's why I created you. He created you and I. If you say you're a believer in Christ, if you wear that jersey, if you wear God's jersey, it's time to step into the game, get off the bench, and start making some changes. And I'm not talking about organized religion. I'm not telling you to go to church on Sunday. There's lots of people going to church on Sunday and stepping into work on Monday, and I wouldn't be able to tell you were a Christian unless I walked up and asked you. It is time for people to step up and step out. Whether you go to church religiously, are you doing something to change the world we live in? Are you helping? Are you sacrificing? Or is your main goal in life to make sure you're comfortable and you're happy? Is that all that matters to you? My heart is broken for these girls that we met. My heart is broken. And yours should be too. A 15-year-old girl that was raped at the age of 6, who feels like she's been thrown away, feels like she'll never be able to accomplish or amount to anything in life. And she has no one in her life telling her any different. Well, I am now. I will do it, and I don't care what I have to do to convince her. And that's what more people have to do. So my challenge is to you. The whole reason I'm making this video, I feel like I'm ranting. The whole reason I'm making this video is to challenge you. Get involved. Don't just give your money. Tithing at church is a wonderful thing, but don't let that define, well, I tithed, that's my duty. No, it isn't. We're not reading the same Bible if that's what you think. Going to church on Sundays and tithing is not it. You are the church. We are the church. That building is not the church. We have to help the least of these. We have to. We have to step up and do something. Get involved. Go to the schools. See if there's something you can do. Anything to help these kids. People, you should be worried about this next generation. It's scary. And it's up to us, or it will only get worse. So my challenge is to you, take a real serious thought and inventory of what you're doing to help and step out. And if you're not doing much, talk to your family, talk to your church, sacrifice and do what it takes. These kids are worth it, but they'll never feel that way unless we show them that. Thanks, guys, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.